Sometimes money feels heavy on the heart, like a weight that sits on the chest and makes every choice feel hard. In this moment, ease is welcome. A calm breath is welcome. A fresh start is welcome. Let the shoulders soften a little. Place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. Breathe in through the nose for a gentle count of 4. Hold softly for 2, and breathe out through the mouth for 6. Do this again, letting the out-breath carry tension out of the body. Say quietly inside, I am safe here. This simple act begins to soften old patterns around money and opens the door to new ways of seeing and receiving. Today is not about pushing or forcing. Today is about kindness to self. Money healing grows in a kind space. Worry has tried to protect you by keeping you alert to danger. Thank that part of you for working so hard. Now invite a new helper, peace. Peace helps you think clearly and notice opportunities that stress hides. Let the breath show the body what peace feels like. Inhale, feel the hand rise on the belly. Exhale, feel it fall. Whisper, peace is welcome in me. Let a gentle intention form for this session. An intention is like a lighthouse in soft weather, steady, warm, and clear. Keep it simple and true. For example, today I choose a loving relationship with money. Or, today I am open to good ideas that support my income. Or, today I treat myself with respect when I think about money. Pick one line that fits and let it sit on the tongue. Speak it out loud once more, slowly, as if you are speaking to someone you love very much. Bring attention to the small movements of the body. Unclench the jaw, allow the tongue to rest on the floor of the mouth, relax the space between the eyes. The nervous system listens when we do this. When the body learns that it is safe, the mind can let go of old loops that say, it is too hard, or nothing works, or I don't know what to do. Right now, the inner voice learns a new sentence. I can take a small step. Small steps are how rivers carve stone. Small steps are how money begins to flow with ease. If helpful, speak a few simple lines and let them land. I am safe to create new money stories. I am kind to myself as I grow. Peace opens my path. Say them like soft stones placed on the ground to guide your walk. If one line feels especially good, hold it in the heart and breathe with it for 3 slow breaths. These lines are not about pretending, they are about choosing a direction and training the mind to look for support. Now set a tender promise for the time we spend together. No harsh self-talk, no blame. If an old thought appears, I should have known better. I am behind, others are lucky. Notice it the way you notice a cloud passing by. Let it move along. Anchor this promise by placing a hand over the heart and saying, I am on my way. I am learning. I am willing. Willingness is the doorway through which abundance begins to enter. Take one more slow breath and feel the ground under the feet. Sense the chair holding you. There is support here. From this grounded place, say one clear intention line out loud and let the sound carry it into the room. Today, I choose calm and clarity with money. This begins our practice. With calm comes clarity. With clarity comes wise action. With wise action, the path opens, one kind step at a time. As the breath settles, notice how the body responds to money thoughts. Money does not live only in numbers. It also shows up in tight shoulders, shallow breathing, and a stomach that flips when bills arrive. The body keeps score of worry. This is not a failure. It is simply how the nervous system tries to keep us safe. When the body is tense, the mind narrows, and it feels like there are only 2 choices, panic or freeze. Today, we give the body a new message, one that says, you are safe in this moment. We can look, we can learn, we can choose. Begin with a gentle scan. Start at the forehead and move down. Relax the brow, soften the eyes, let the jaw loosen. Roll the shoulders slowly forward and back, allowing warmth to spread through the upper back. Place the tongue softly on the floor of the mouth and let the breath deepen by a small amount. This is not forcing, it is guiding. Now bring the hands to the rib cage and feel the ribs widen on the inhale and fall on the exhale. When the exhale is longer than the inhale, the nervous system gets the message. It is okay to settle. Speak a quiet line as you breathe, to pair thought with sensation. With each breath, I become calmer. My body knows how to relax. Calm brings clarity. These lines are like gentle threads stitching the mind and body back together. The mind needs the body's calm, and the body needs the mind's kind words. When they work as one, wise solutions appear that felt hidden before. Now, let's use the pen to support this new calm. Take a small piece of paper or a page in a notebook and write one sentence at the top. Today, I choose calm. Put the date next to it. Writing this line sends a clear signal to the mind. This is the focus. After writing it, pause and breathe out slowly. Feel how the body responds to seeing the words on the page. Many people are surprised to notice that their heartbeat steadies and their shoulders drop a little. The body trusts what the eyes see, and the eyes see a simple, kind instruction. Next, write 3 short lines that name what the body is feeling right now. For example, jaw softening, breath slower, shoulders lighter. Keep it short and simple. The point is not poetry, the point is feedback. When the mind reads these lines, it understands the body is listening. This is working. Encouraging feedback builds momentum. Momentum builds new habits. When old money fear tries to rise, meet it with a simple technique. Exhale and lengthen the out-breath by 1 or 2 counts more than the inhale. At the same time, say inside, I am safe in this breath. Then write that sentence down if it helps. Pairing breath, words, and handwriting makes a steady triangle that holds the mind when anxiety wants to run. This is how we train the system to pause before reacting, so action can come from wisdom, not fear. Stress often tells the brain to scan for threats and missed chances. Calm tells the brain to scan for solutions and support. Once the body settles, options come into view: a fresh income idea, a person to ask for guidance, a bill that can be spaced out, a service to offer, a small product to create, or a habit that saves a little each day. The brain notices patterns and ideas that match the new message. It is like opening a window after a long winter. Air begins to move, light begins to shift, and what was still starts to flow. Add 1 more written line to your page. Calm helps me see the next step. Under it, leave 3 blank bullet points for later today. As the day unfolds, fill those lines with small steps that come to mind. Keep each step gentle and short, such as send 1 message, list 1 skill I can offer, or review 1 bill kindly. Small steps are easier to start and easier to finish. Finished steps teach the brain, I can do this. That lesson grows into confidence, and confidence draws in opportunities. Close this part with 3 breaths, each one smooth and slow. Place the hand on the heart and say softly, my peace matters. My peace guides my money choices. Let the words be true for this moment. That is enough. The body now knows a pathway back to calm, and the mind has a sentence it can write anytime tension rises. This is how steady money energy begins, breath by breath, line by line, choice by choice. There is a loving power in simple handwriting. When pen touches paper, thoughts slow down enough to be seen and shaped. Feelings that once felt tangled become a few clear lines. Wishes that drifted like clouds begin to take form. Paper welcomes all of it without judgment. This is why a dedicated notebook for abundance can be such a kind tool. It becomes a friendly space, a place where you speak to yourself with care and where new plans grow. Set up a small ritual that tells your whole system, "This is my time to create a better money story." Choose a notebook that feels pleasant in the hands. It does not need to be fancy, it needs to be yours. Keep a pen nearby that writes smoothly. Pick a consistent time, even if it is only 5 minutes. Morning is a sweet time because the mind is still clear from sleep, but any quiet moment can work. Sit down, breathe, and open the book with gentleness. These tiny signals teach the brain to focus and open. On the first page, write a tender dedication to this new chapter of your life. A short line is enough. This notebook is a home for peace, clarity, and prosperity. Under it, write the line that sets the tone of your work here. Each word I write plants a seed of prosperity. Read it back to yourself. Feel the honesty of it. Seeds are small, but they do not stay small. They grow because they are tended. Your pen is the watering can. Your steady time at the page is the sunlight. Your willingness is the rich soil. Handwriting has a rhythm that speaks to the nervous system. The slow loop of a letter, the straight line of a word, the soft pause between sentences. This rhythm lowers pressure in the body. It is very hard to panic while writing slowly and quietly. As the hand moves, the mind centers. As the mind centers, wiser thoughts rise. On paper, you can catch a gentle idea that would have been lost in the rush of a busy day. You can sketch a budget tweak without the sting of shame. You can write a kind promise to take one small step. This is not empty ritual. This is loving training for the mind. Use the notebook to guide 3 simple flows: calming, focusing, and creating. For calming, begin each session with one line that sets the state of being. "Today I choose calm," or "Peace leads me." For focusing, write one clear intention about money for the day. "I welcome good ideas for earning," or "I treat my finances with respect." For creating, list 1 or 2 tiny actions you can complete today. Keep them honest and small so that you finish them. Completion builds trust. Trust builds more action. Paper also holds proof of your growth. When doubt tries to rise, you can look back and see what you have already done. You will see pages where you showed up even when you felt afraid, and you wrote one kind line, and you took one steady step. This history tells the brain, change is happening. You will not need to argue with fear. You can show it the pages. Over time, the notebook becomes a mirror that reflects your new story. If a thought says, "This is too simple to work," answer it on the page. Simple is sustainable. Write it, circle it, and breathe with it. Simple methods are easier to repeat. Repetition is how the mind learns. Every day that you open the book, you signal to your whole system that money is no longer a place of chaos. It is a place of care and choice. That signal radiates out into action. A calmer tone in a conversation, a clear question asked, a small offer made, a wise decision taken. A short, loving structure can guide each session. Begin with one calming sentence, follow with one intention line, then write 3 lines that notice support already present: a discount, a kind suggestion, a new idea, a bill paid, a restful night, an open door. This trains your attention to see flow. Attention is a magnet. Where it rests, energy grows. When you train attention to see support, your choices start to match that support and pathways open. End each session with a soft closing line such as, "I am proud of my willingness," or "I am growing a peaceful money life," or "I allow abundance to meet me." Speak the line aloud. Touch the page with your palm for a moment, as if to bless the words. Then close the notebook gently. This small closing teaches your system that the practice is complete for now and that you will return. There is no pressure to be perfect. There is only the next loving page. A notebook is not just paper. It is a meeting place between your inner wisdom and your daily life. It is where your deep care for yourself becomes visible in ink. It is where a scattered mind gathers itself. It is where a heavy heart finds a patient listener. Over time, the notebook becomes a map of how you moved from fear to calm, from confusion to clarity, from lack to steady flow. Each session is one more step on that kind road. Each word is one more seed in the soil, and seeds, tended with care, grow. There is a gentle doorway to money peace that opens when the heart releases old weight. Money stories often carry fear, guilt, or anger from past moments. Those feelings tried to protect safety. They worked with the tools that were available then. Now kind attention brings new tools. Begin by meeting the past with softness. Sit with the notebook and write at the top of a fresh page. Release. Place one hand over the heart and take a long, slow breath out. Then let the pen speak honestly without fixing or editing. Write one line for each heavy thought. I am scared of bills. I feel late to success. I spent in a way that I regret. I worry that there will never be enough. I feel ashamed of past choices. Do not rush. Give each feeling a whole line so it can breathe. After each line, leave a little space and write a kind reply. Thank you for trying to keep me safe. I hear you. On the next line, add a gentle choice. And now I choose peace. Draw a soft line through the heavy sentence, not a harsh scribble that hides it, just a soft line that says, I release this now. The body learns that it is possible to look, to understand, and to move on. Forgiveness is a gift that frees energy. It does not say that harmful actions were okay. It says that the heart will no longer carry the old burden. Forgiveness is for inner freedom. On the page, write a short letter to money. Keep it simple and kind. Money, I have blamed you for my fear. I have chased you and pushed you away. I am ready to build a loving friendship. I forgive the past. I am willing to learn. Read it out loud in a soft voice. Notice how the shoulders feel. Write another letter to self. I forgive myself for not knowing then what I know now. I give myself permission to grow. If tears come, let them be welcome. If the chest feels tight, lengthen the out-breath by a count or two. The body will follow the breath to safer ground. Use a steady 3-step release process anytime heaviness returns. Step 1, name it on paper. Today I feel tightness about bill, debt, price, conversation. Step 2, locate it in the body. I feel it in the throat, or in the stomach, or around the eyes. Step 3, offer a kind reply in ink. I am here with you. We will take one small step. Peace first, then action. End with a short line that opens the way forward. I am willing to see this differently. Willingness is powerful because it does not force a jump. It invites a gentle shift. This keeps the nervous system calm and the mind clear enough to choose wisely. A tender forgiveness ritual can deepen the release. Stand at a mirror or hold the notebook at the heart. Look softly into the eyes and speak a line that fits. I see the fear. I hold you now. Pause. I forgive the past. Pause. I open to a better money story. Then write the date and sign the page as a promise to care for self going forward. Place the page in an envelope or fold it and tuck it in the back of the notebook. It does not need to be destroyed. It can rest there as proof that you chose freedom. If thoughts return, place a hand on the envelope and say, I have released this. I now choose peace. This simple signal helps the brain switch out of old loops. If guilt appears, meet it with truth and kindness. Guilt says, I did something wrong. Shame says, there is something wrong with me. On paper, separate actions from identity. List 3 lines. I am learning. I am growing. I am good. Then list one small corrective action for any past choice. A phone call to set a payment plan, a clear conversation, a new saving habit, an offer to share a skill. Taking one repair step turns guilt into guidance. Leave shame out of the room. It does not help. Close with this line: I let go with kindness. I release money shame. Read it once more and take a soft breath out, longer than the in-breath. Anger about money can also weigh heavily. It might point to an unfair situation, a broken promise, or a lack of support. Anger is a signal that a boundary or a value matters. Use the page to name the value at the center of the emotion. I care about respect. I care about fairness. I care about honesty. I care about stability. Then write one way to honor that value this week, even in a small way. Anger loosens when values are seen and honored. Add a final line: I choose actions that match my values. This turns heat into direction. Fear often says, if I let go, I will be unsafe. The truth is softer. Letting go frees the hands to hold new solutions. After every release session, write 3 calming lines so the nervous system learns a new rhythm. Examples: it is safe to relax for this moment. Calm helps me think clearly. I am guided to gentle answers. Then sit for 2 minutes and let the breath be easy. Touch the page with the palm of the hand to anchor the practice. When calm leads, flow follows. From this lighter place, the mind is ready to seed a clear money intention. An intention written on paper is like a seed placed in warm soil. It holds shape. It asks for care. It grows with steady light. The most helpful intention is clear and kind, present tense and believable. It carries warmth, not pressure. It names the purpose of money as well as the amount or the direction. It speaks as if change is already in motion. Sit with the notebook and write 3 rough drafts, 1 line each. For example, money supports me as I build a calm, steady income. Or, I earn loving, realistic amount each month with ease and good service. Or, prosperity grows as I share my gifts, step by gentle step. Read each line out loud slowly and notice how the chest feels. Choose the sentence that brings warmth or a quiet yes in the body. That is the seed to plant. Place the chosen line at the top of a new page and date it. Underneath, write why this intention matters. Keep it simple. This supports my home. This supports peace. This supports health. This supports giving. Tying money to values opens the heart. When values lead, the nervous system relaxes and the brain finds better choices. Now test the line for honesty. If the sentence feels too big right now, soften it. Add gentle language. I am welcoming. I am opening. I am building. Believability matters because the mind cooperates with what feels possible. A believable line repeated daily becomes true through action. Give this intention a small frame so it can guide the day. Write 4 short prompts underneath it. Today, I support this intention by, and leave 3 blank lines for tiny actions, plus 1 line for one way I will stay calm. Examples of tiny actions: send 1 message, write 1 offer sentence, review 1 bill, add a small amount to savings, learn 1 new skill for 20 minutes. Examples of staying calm: take a 5-minute walk, practice 3 slow breaths before an email, speak 1 kind line in the mirror. The pairing of intention and tiny actions creates trust. Trust creates momentum. Carry the intention into the body with simple rhythm. Speak it on the in-breath, and on the out-breath say, I allow this. Keep the voice gentle. Handwrite the intention once each morning and once each evening for 7 days. This repetition is not about force. It is about sending a consistent message to the nervous system and the creative mind. If resistance appears, welcome it. Under the intention, write, part of me feels doubt, fear. Thank you for trying to keep me safe. I lead with kindness. Then place a small star next to the intention to mark your choice to continue. A useful check-in question to write beneath the line: does this intention feel kind to my body? If the answer is yes, keep going. If no, adjust a few words until kindness returns. Sometimes changing one word makes a big difference. I must can become I choose. I need can become I welcome. I will earn a huge amount now can become I am building steady income step by step. The heart responds to loving language. So does the mind. Make a small card with the intention written neatly. Keep it in a pocket, on a desk, or by a bed. When stress rises, touch the card and breathe out slowly, then read the line. This anchors the intention in daily life. Add a short affirmation that fits right below it. I welcome good income with ease, or I allow support, or I am worthy of steady flow. Speak it once with care. Let it rest. The goal is not to push. The goal is to guide attention toward a helpful path. Each week, review the intention page. Place a dot or check mark next to the tiny actions you completed. Celebrate small moves. Celebration teaches the brain that progress is happening, which invites more progress. If a day had no action, write one kind note. I rest and reset, I continue. This keeps shame out of the practice and allows steady growth. A kind intention, tended on paper, becomes a way of life. Now shift attention to the ledger that trains the mind to see flow. Gratitude softens the heart and opens the eyes to support that was easy to miss during busy days. Evidence teaches the brain to spot signs of movement, a discount, a useful idea, a helpful conversation, a calm choice, a new lead, a small payment, a resource found, a clear boundary kept. Together, gratitude and evidence form a bridge from fear to trust. Open the notebook to a new page and draw a light line down the center. At the top of the left column, write gratitude. At the top of the right column, write evidence of flow. Date the page. Begin with 5 simple lines under gratitude. Keep them clear and honest. A warm meal, a roof overhead, a kind message, a quiet morning, a clear mind for a few minutes. Add money-related gratitude when it is true. A bill paid, a generous tip, a good idea, a fair price, a supportive chat. Gratitude is not a trick to deny pain. It is a practice to teach the nervous system that safety and support exist alongside challenge. The body relaxes when it sees proof of care. The mind thinks better from that place. Move to the evidence of flow column and add 3 lines. Evidence can be small. Found a coin, received a coupon, lowered a fee, got a helpful answer, finished a task, a new product idea came, someone asked about my service, read a tip that saves time, slept well and woke with energy. Keep the tone factual. Evidence is about noticing movement without drama. Each line is a small flag saying flow is here. Over time, these flags create a map that guides wise action. On difficult days, the ledger is even more important. If gratitude feels hard, make it about self-support. I showed up to write. I took 3 slow breaths. I drank water. I asked for help. I did not speak harsh words to myself. If evidence feels thin, look for quiet signals. Stayed calm during a bill. Set a boundary. Said yes to a small job. Said no to what drains me. Learned a skill for 20 minutes. Organized 1 drawer. Opened a savings account even with a small amount. These are not small to the nervous system. They are new pathways. End each ledger session with 1 line that ties both columns together. Support is present, and I am part of it. Then place a small dot at the bottom of the page to mark completion. This tells the brain, The practice is done for now, which reduces background pressure. Close the notebook gently. Every 7 days, read the last week's ledger pages, circle patterns. Maybe discounts show up often. Maybe helpful people appear. Maybe clarity grows after a walk. Maybe income ideas arrive in the evening. Write a short note at the bottom. This week, I saw flow in, and list 2 or 3 themes. This is how the mind learns where to place attention and action. If you notice that gratitude often includes rest or nature, you know that rest and nature support money flow by calming the system. If evidence often includes messages or outreach, you know that connection matters. This is practical wisdom gained through gentle tracking. For added strength, speak 1 or 2 affirmations as you write. Use lines that feel honest and steady. Life shows me new ways to prosper. I see support everywhere. I welcome good news. I value the help I give and receive. Keep them short so the breath can carry them. If a line feels stiff, change a word until it softens. The goal is a warm yes in the body. To keep the ledger simple, commit to 1 page per day for 7 days, 5 gratitude lines, 3 evidence lines, 1 closing line. That is all. If more wants to be written, let it flow, but the practice is complete with those 9 lines. Simplicity makes the habit easy to keep. Consistency builds the new lens through which the mind views life and money. When doubt says, "This list will not pay the bills," answer with truth. Clear sight changes choices. A calmer, grateful mind notices a free tool, asks a clear question, sets a fair price, follows up with care, and sleeps better so that energy rises for action. These changes affect income over time. The ledger is not magic, it is training. Training shifts attention. Attention shifts behavior. Behavior shifts results. Place a bookmark on the ledger page so it is easy to find each day. If a day is missed, return without drama. Write a single line, "I am back." Then complete the 9 lines. The practice is not a test to pass. It is a friendly path you walk. With each step, the heart grows lighter, the mind grows clearer, and money begins to feel less like a storm and more like a river that you can guide with patience and care. Money responds to value shared with care. Value begins inside, in the gifts that come naturally and the skills that grow with practice. Take a clean page and title it at the top with a simple word that feels kind, then make a list of 10 gifts. Let each line be short and honest. Include qualities like patience, clarity, calm listening, creative ideas, steady hands, problem solving, kind guidance, organization, gentle teaching, or reliable follow-through. Add learned skills too: writing, design, cooking, tool use, repair, gardening, translation, tutoring, editing, coaching, crafting, cleaning, bookkeeping, or setting up systems. Keep the pen moving. If the mind says, "That's not special," write it down anyway. Everyday gifts are often the ones people need most. Circle 3 items from the list that feel warm right now. Next to each circled gift, write 1 way it could help someone this week. Keep it simple: a 1-hour session, a small product, a checklist, a quick audit, a setup service, a mini lesson, a refresh of something tired, or a tidy up that saves time. These are offers. Offers are bridges between inner value and outer income. When you make an offer, you create a path for money to meet you through service. Under each circled gift, write a tiny offer in plain language. For example, 1-hour kitchen declutter that frees space and lowers stress. Simple website refresh to improve clarity and contact. Quiet coaching call to plan 1 month of gentle money steps. Custom checklist that saves an hour a day. Plant care setup for easy home greens. Then add 1 detail that makes it easy to say yes. a clear start and finish, what is included, what is not, and one small promise you can keep every time. Clarity is kindness. Kindness builds trust. Trust invites payment with ease. Now add a calm, fair price beside each offer. Choose a number that your body can support without tightness. If the number feels too big, find a smaller version of the offer at a smaller price. If the number feels too small, add one feature or lengthen the time to reflect true care. Price from self-respect, not from fear. Speak a simple line as you write. My gifts are valuable and welcome. If the mind doubts, answer on the page. I set fair prices and give honest value. Take 3 slow breaths and let the spine rise a little taller. On a fresh line, sketch a gentle value ladder. At the bottom, place your smallest offer, quick and affordable. In the middle, place a fuller service or product with more guidance. At the top, place a deeper, higher touch option for people who want more help. Ladders help both giver and receiver. They allow different needs and budgets to meet your work. They also show a path for growth over time. You do not have to fill every step at once. One step done with care is enough to begin. Create proof of value on paper. List 3 outcomes each offer can bring: saved time, saved money, calm, clarity, a tidy space, better focus, a smoother system, a finished task, a plan that was missing, confidence to act. Keep the outcomes simple and real. These are the reasons people buy. They also remind you on hard days why your work matters. Add one more page for supporting actions. Write down 5 small moves you can complete in an hour or less to bring your offers to life. Make a 1-page description. Write a short invitation message. Tell 2 people who might benefit. Set a calendar link. Create a simple payment method. Gather tools. Take before-after photos for your own records, or draft a basic checklist you will use with each client. Check off one action today. Completion builds energy. Energy draws opportunities. If the inner critic appears, meet it kindly. Write 2 columns, concern and truth. Under concern, let the fear speak 1 line at a time. Under truth, answer with care. I can start small. I deliver what I promise. 1 step is enough. Practice will improve this quickly. Value grows as I serve. Close the page with a soft affirmation. I honor my gifts. Money follows value shared with love. Now turn to a new page and draw a simple map. At the top, write your clear money intention line. Below it, place 3 gentle milestones that sit between today and the intention. Keep each milestone concrete. For example, offer published, first 3 clients served, $500 saved, debt plan set, new product created, monthly income at amount. Under each milestone, write 2 or 3 tiny steps. Tiny steps are actions that take 15 to 20 minutes. Write a draft message, refine 1 paragraph, make 1 call, send 1 follow-up, price 1 offer, create 1 page, learn 1 skill for 20 minutes, tidy 1 workspace area, or schedule 1 focused hour. Add a small box on the map labeled Next Tiny Step. Choose 1 action from the steps you just wrote and copy it into that box. Put today's date next to it. This is your only job for now. When it is done, fill the box again with the next tiny step. This keeps the mind from spinning. Progress becomes a rhythm of small completions. On the right side of the page, create an opportunity log. Leave 5 blank lines. As you move through the day, write any support that shows up: a new tool, a helpful reply, a discount, a skill lesson, a useful article, a quiet idea, a person who asks a question you can answer, a task that takes less time than expected. This list keeps the brain tuned to possibilities in the environment. You will begin to notice how often help appears when you are calm and moving one step at a time. Set a daily focus window to work your map. Even 30 minutes can change the week. Begin each window with one relaxing breath and a soft line to yourself. Calm leads my action. Then do the next tiny step. When the window ends, write one check mark on the map and a short note about what moved forward. End with this line: small steps open big doors. Speak it once and let the shoulders soften. Create a gentle review rhythm. Once a week, circle what worked, underline what felt heavy, and adjust. If a step keeps slipping, make it smaller or pair it with a calming habit. If a milestone feels too far, add one more milestone between. Flexible plans are stronger than rigid ones. Flexibility honors the body and the day while keeping direction clear. When pressure rises, return to the map and ask, what is the smallest next step I can complete today? Write that step, do it with care, then rest for a few breaths. Pressure fades when completion is steady. Completion grows when steps are small. Let your map be a friendly companion, not a judge. Write this truth in the margin: consistency, not perfection, creates flow. Now bring the practice closer to the heart with handwritten affirmations and mirror work. Affirmations are not meant to deny real needs or numbers. They teach the mind and body a new language that supports wise action. Begin by crafting 3 to 5 lines that feel honest, warm, and present tense. Start with I or I allow and choose words your body can accept. Examples: I allow abundance to meet me. I am worthy of good income. My gifts are valuable and welcome. It is safe to be seen and paid fairly. I receive with gratitude and give with wisdom. Money flows to me as I serve with love. Speak each line out loud. Keep any that bring a quiet yes in the chest. Adjust any line that feels stiff until it softens. Write your chosen lines slowly in your notebook. Feel the pen glide. Leave space between each line and read them back in a calm voice. The pace matters. Slow writing lowers the pressure in the nervous system and helps the words land deeper. Below the lines, write one sentence about when you will say them: morning after water, before a call, after work, or before sleep. Keep the plan easy to keep. For mirror work, stand or sit where you can see your eyes. Place a hand over the heart to steady the breath. Look into the eyes with a gentle, forgiving gaze. Say one affirmation at a time with a short pause after each. Let the words sink in. If tears rise, let them be welcome. If laughter comes, welcome that too. Both are signs that something inside is loosening. If the voice shakes, slow down and soften. The goal is not to perform. The goal is to meet yourself with love. Add the body to the practice. On the in-breath, speak the first half of a line. On the out-breath, speak the second half. For example, inhale, I allow abundance. Exhale, to meet me. Or inhale, I am worthy. Exhale, of good income. This rhythm weaves breath and belief together. The body learns that safety and prosperity can live in the same moment. Pair affirmations with tiny actions to anchor them in daily life. After saying, my gifts are valuable and welcome, send one message about your offer. After saying, it is safe to be seen and paid fairly, update your price page or write one sentence about boundaries. After saying, I receive with gratitude and give with wisdom, add a small amount to savings or set a clear giving plan that fits your means. Words and actions working together teach the whole system a new story. Create a small affirmation card. Handwrite your 3 lines neatly on a piece of paper. Keep it where your hands can find it, inside a wallet, next to a bed, on a desk. When stress rises, touch the card, breathe out longer than you breathe in, and speak one line. This resets the mind like pressing a soft button that turns on a gentle light. Track how the affirmations change your day. In the notebook, add a line each evening. Today, these words helped me to fill in one example, ask a question, set a boundary, finish a task, make an offer, rest when needed, say yes to a fair price, or say no to a draining request. Evidence cements belief. Belief guides behavior. Behavior shapes results. If resistance to mirror work appears, meet it as a friend. Write 2 short notes. Part of me feels shy. Part of me feels unworthy. Then add replies, "You are safe with me. We are learning new ways. We move at a gentle pace." Stand with the mirror for just 1 line and place a hand to the heart. Even 1 line daily changes how you treat yourself, and that change touches every money decision you make. We are ready to bring all of this into a simple 7-day rhythm. Day 1 is for release. Sit with the notebook and write the heavy lines about money. Answer each one with kindness and draw a soft line through it. Close with 3 calming breaths and a gentle line. I choose peace now. Day 2 is for intention. Write your clear money line in present tense. Add why it matters and list 3 tiny actions that match it. Place 1 action in your next tiny step box and do it. Day 3 is for the gratitude and evidence ledger. Fill 5 lines of gratitude and 3 lines of evidence. End with 1 line that ties both together. Day 4 is for value and offers. List gifts and skills. Circle 3. Write 1 tiny offer for each with a fair price and 1 small outcome. Choose 1 supporting action and complete it. Day 5 is for the money map. Set 3 milestones, break them into small steps, set your focus window, and fill the opportunity log as the day unfolds. Day 6 is for affirmations and mirror work. Write 3 to 5 lines. Speak them in the mirror with a hand to the heart. Pair them with 1 tiny action. Day 7 is for gentle review and rest. Look back over the week's pages. Circle wins, underline lessons, adjust 1 step or 1 price with care. Close the notebook with gratitude for your willingness. Keep the practice light and steady. If a day falls away, return with 1 simple line, "I am back." Then do 1 small step. Shame is not needed here. Shame slows growth. Kindness speeds it up. Use soft resets whenever the mind feels crowded. 3 breaths, 1 kind line, 1 tiny action, a glass of water, a 2-minute stretch, a walk around the room, a quiet minute outside. Small resets protect your nervous system and keep your plan alive. Set gentle boundaries that support your flow. On paper, write 3 lines that begin with "I do," "I don't," and "I pause." For example, I do respond to messages in a calm window. I don't reduce prices under pressure. I pause before saying yes to new requests. Boundaries conserve energy. Conserved energy becomes available for service, creativity, and wise money moves. Use the notebook as your dependable teammate. It listens without judgment, holds your plan, shows your progress, and gathers evidence of flow. It is where you forgive, where you decide, where you practice, and where you celebrate. Each page builds trust. Trust opens doors that force could not open. When you trust yourself, prices align, offers clarify, actions become consistent, and income steadies. Let your closing words today be simple and true. Place a hand to the heart and speak softly. Peace in my body, clarity in my mind, prosperity in my life. Feel the breath move under your hand. Feel the chair hold you. Feel the ground meet your feet. This is the safe place from which wise money choices grow. A gentle closing message for this journey. Writing on paper is a loving way to guide your life. It slows anxiety and gives shape to new choices. It helps the heart forgive the past and welcome the future. It turns gifts into offers, wishes into maps, and kind words into steady action. Money flows toward clarity, service, and self-respect. Your notebook is where those three meet. Keep tending the simple rhythm you've created. Clear what weighs you down. Plant a believable intention. Track gratitude and evidence. List your gifts and shape them into offers. Map the next tiny step. Speak kind words to the mirror and let the body learn safety. Over time, the flow you write becomes the flow you live. The page becomes a mirror of your growth, a record of your courage, a garden of seeds that keep sprouting. Close with a short affirmation you can carry into the hours ahead. I am open to supportive ideas and fair income. Add 2 more if they fit. My gifts help others and support me. Small steps open big doors. Say them once, slowly, with feeling. Then take one tiny action from your map. This is how the doors open. One calm breath, one written line, one loving step.